Hello, welcome back to Healthy Care. For millions of people over 65, the true danger to their health doesn't come from outside. It doesn't come from a fall, an accident, or even a chronic illness. It comes quietly, gradually, silently. It starts in the kitchen, often just a few hours before bedtime, with something as simple as a late-night snack. At first glance, these foods seem harmless, familiar, comforting. But inside an aging body, they can trigger a chain reaction that places tremendous strain on the heart, disrupts blood pressure regulation, interferes with oxygen levels, and inflames already vulnerable arteries. Most people never suspect a connection. They chalk up their symptoms to aging, poor sleep, or stress. Until one night, it's too late. The truth is, after age 65, your body changes in ways that make it far more sensitive to what you eat, and when you eat it. Your digestive system slows. Your cardiovascular system becomes more reactive. Your ability to regulate blood sugar, blood pressure, and inflammation diminishes while you sleep. And yet, the one thing almost no one talks about is how certain evening foods, eaten out of habit, hunger, or routine, can silently raise your risk of a nighttime medical crisis. This isn't to scare you. It's to inform you, because most of these dangers are completely preventable. You don't need a prescription. You don't need a device. You just need to know what to avoid, and what to choose instead. In this video, we're going to walk through 8 common foods that may be sabotaging your heart, your sleep, and your health, without you even knowing it. If you or someone you love is over 65, this could be one of the most important health messages you'll hear this year. Because the choices you make before bed tonight could determine how you wake up tomorrow. Or if you wake up at all. Food 1. High-sodium packaged snacks. The packaged snacks in your pantry could be setting you up for a nighttime health crisis. Are you putting yourself at risk with every bite of those convenient crackers or chips? Researchers at the American College of Cardiology have found that high-sodium snacks consumed within 3 hours of bedtime can raise nighttime blood pressure by up to 15 points in seniors, creating perfect conditions for stroke during sleep. Dr. Wilbert Arono, a geriatric cardiologist and professor of medicine, states nighttime is already when blood pressure regulation is most compromised in seniors. Adding a sodium load before sleep dramatically increases the risk of stroke and heart attack during vulnerable sleep hours. Margaret, age 75 from Illinois, regularly enjoyed packaged crackers before bed, until her nighttime blood pressure monitoring revealed dangerous spikes during the early morning hours. My doctor was alarmed when he saw the readings, she recalls. My blood pressure would surge to stroke levels between 2 and 4 a.m. Eliminating this one habit stabilized her readings within days. I had no idea my innocent bedtime snack was putting me at such risk every night. Replace packaged snacks with fresh cucumber slices or unsalted air-popped popcorn if you need something crunchy before bed. This simple switch could prevent a life-threatening emergency tonight. Is convenience worth risking a stroke? Take action now before it's too late. Food 2. High-fat fried foods. Those crispy fried foods you enjoy in the evening, they're forcing your heart to work overtime while you sleep. Your dinner choice could be setting you up for a midnight tragedy. Cardiac researchers at the Cleveland Clinic have documented how consuming fried foods before bed increases inflammatory markers by up to 25% during sleep hours, creating ideal conditions for plaque rupture and heart attacks. Dr. Stephen Neeson, chairman of cardiovascular medicine at Cleveland Clinic, explains the lipid surge from fried foods creates an inflammatory response that peaks during sleep hours, when the body's anti-inflammatory defenses are naturally lower. George, a seemingly healthy 69-year-old from Texas, suffered a midnight heart attack after eating fried chicken for dinner. I had no previous heart issues, he shares. The doctors explained that the inflammatory response to his meal had triggered the event during his deepest sleep phase. His cardiologist told him he was lucky to have survived. What many seniors don't know, I now know, that what I eat for dinner could literally kill me in my sleep. Instead of fried foods, choose baked or steamed options for your evening meal. If you must have something crispy, try air-popped popcorn with minimal salt. Your arteries need this protection right now. Is that fried chicken worth potentially not seeing your grandchildren again? Make the smarter choice tonight. Food 3. Caffeinated foods and beverages. Did you know that chocolate or coffee after dinner could still be affecting your heart at 3 a.m.? The danger is more serious than you might think. That cup of coffee or piece of chocolate could be silently damaging your heart while you sleep. Research from the Harvard Medical School Sleep Laboratory shows that caffeine consumed even 6 hours before bedtime increases nighttime blood pressure and heart rate variability in seniors, creating dangerous conditions for cardiac events. Dr. Charles Cheesler, chief of sleep medicine at Brigham and Women's Hospital, warns caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 7 hours, meaning that 50% of the caffeine is still active in your bloodstream many hours later, significantly impacting cardiovascular function during vulnerable sleep hours. Linda, age 70 from Washington, couldn't understand why she experienced heart palpitations at night until her doctor identified her dark chocolate evening treat as the culprit. I would wake up with my heart racing at 2 a.m. almost every night, she explains. I never connected it to the chocolate I enjoyed after dinner. Eliminating this one habit normalized her heart rhythm within just a week. I had no idea something so small could impact my heart so dramatically. Switch to naturally caffeine-free herbal teas or a small banana, which contains natural compounds that actually promote healthy sleep. This simple change could prevent a midnight emergency. Is that chocolate bar worth risking a nighttime cardiac event? I don't think so. Make the switch tonight. Food 4. Alcoholic beverages. That harmless nightcap could be setting you up for a dangerous night of interrupted breathing and heart strain. Are you taking this unnecessary risk every evening? Sleep specialists at Stanford's Sleep Medicine Center have found that alcohol before bed reduces oxygen saturation in seniors by up to 15% during critical deep sleep stages, forcing the heart to work harder and increasing stroke risk. Dr. Rafael Palayo, clinical professor at Stanford's Sleep Medicine, explains that alcohol relaxes the throat muscles during sleep, causing partial airway collapse and dangerous oxygen desaturation in seniors. Your heart struggles all night as a result. Edward, a 73-year-old retired accountant who enjoyed 2 glasses of wine each evening, discovered his sleep apnea was 3 times worse on nights he drank alcohol. The sleep study results shocked me, he shares. My oxygen levels dropped to dangerous levels dozens of times each hour after I had alcohol before bed. His cardiologist warned him he was gambling with his life every night. I had no idea my evening ritual was putting such strain on my heart. Replace alcoholic beverages with tart cherry juice or chamomile tea, both proven to aid sleep naturally without stressing your heart. Your body deserves this protection tonight. Why risk not waking up tomorrow morning for a drink tonight? Is that glass of wine worth dying for? Food 5. Spicy foods. Is your love of spicy food putting you at risk for a nighttime health emergency? The science suggests it might be. That hot sauce you enjoy could be setting you up for a terrifying middle-of-the-night episode. Gastroenterologists from the National Institute of Aging have documented how spicy foods consumed before bedtime cause acid reflux that can mimic heart attack symptoms and, in severe cases, trigger actual cardiac events through vagus nerve stimulation. Dr. Anil Rustgi, chief of gastroenterology at Columbia University, warns the inflammatory response to spicy foods creates a cascade of physiological stress that peaks during recumbent sleep positions, creating perfect conditions for both reflux and cardiovascular strain. Susan, age 68 from Arizona, experienced what she thought was a heart attack at 2 a.m. after enjoying spicy tacos before bed. I woke up with crushing chest pain and couldn't breathe. My husband called 911, she recalls. While it was severe acid reflux that time, her doctor warned her that the inflammation could eventually trigger a real cardiac event due to the intense strain it puts on the heart. I never connected my love of spicy food with my nighttime health scares until my doctor explained the relationship, Susan admits. Switch to mild, non-irritating foods at least 3 hours before bedtime. If you must have flavor, use herbs like basil or oregano rather than hot peppers or spices. Make this change immediately. Ask yourself, is that spicy dish worth spending the night in the emergency room, or worse, not waking up at all? Food 6, processed meats, the deadly one. This next food has been directly linked to nighttime heart attacks in seniors, yet millions consume it regularly before bed without realizing the danger. Could this be in your refrigerator right now? Cardiologists from Johns Hopkins Medicine have identified nitrate-rich processed meats like bacon, salami, and hot dogs as major triggers for nocturnal cardiac events. The combination of sodium, nitrates, and preservatives creates a perfect storm for heart attacks during sleep. Dr. Michael Miller, director of the Center for Preventive Cardiology at the University of Maryland Medical Center, explains nitrates in processed meats convert to nitrosamines in the body, compounds that significantly increase inflammation and oxidative stress on the cardiovascular system. This stress peaks during sleep hours. Remember Gerald, the 78-year-old mentioned in our thumbnail? He regularly enjoyed sliced salami as an evening snack. His widow shared that he would have a few slices with crackers while watching the late news, a habit he considered harmless. His autopsy revealed elevated nitrate levels that had triggered the fatal midnight heart attack. The medical examiner confirmed the processed meat consumption was the primary trigger. His family wishes they had known this information sooner. Could you be Gerald tonight? If you crave protein before bed, choose a small portion of plain, unseasoned baked chicken or a hard-boiled egg instead. This simple switch could literally save your life tonight. Why gamble with processed meats when the stakes are so high? Throw them out of your refrigerator right now. Food 7, high-sugar cereals and desserts. That innocent bowl of cereal or cookie before bed could be triggering dangerous blood sugar swings while you sleep. Are you gambling with your health every night without realizing it? A study published in the journal Sleep Health found that high sugar intake before bed can cause dramatic glucose fluctuations and significantly increase the risk of cardiac arrhythmias in older adults. Dr. Anuja Shah, lead researcher of the study, states the nighttime hours are already when seniors are most vulnerable to cardiac events. Adding blood sugar spikes from evening sweets creates additional stress that can trigger fatal rhythms in the heart. Let me tell you about Dennis, age 71 from Georgia. He routinely enjoyed a bowl of sweetened cereal before bed until his doctor discovered his blood sugar would crash dangerously low around 3 a.m., putting extreme stress on his heart. The continuous glucose monitor he wore revealed shocking data. His blood sugar would spike to diabetic levels within an hour of his sugary snack, then plummet to dangerously low levels during deep sleep. I had no idea I was creating a nightly cardiac risk with my bedtime habit, Dennis admitted. After his cardiologist intervened, instead of risking his life with sugary treats, he now tries a small apple with a teaspoon of almond butter, which provides stable energy without the dangerous glucose spike. Make this switch tonight. Don't wait until it's too late. Is that cookie worth dying for? I don't think so. Food 8, processed cheese and high-sodium dairy. Could your favorite cheese snack be setting you up for a midnight emergency? The answer might terrify you. That innocent-looking slice of processed cheese on your evening crackers is far more dangerous than you realize. Cardiologists at the American Heart Association warn that consuming processed cheese products before bed causes dangerous fluid retention and blood pressure spikes during sleep hours. Dr. Richard Stein, a leading cardiologist, explains the combination of high sodium and saturated fats in processed cheese creates a particularly dangerous condition during sleep, when the body's natural blood pressure regulation is already compromised. Janet, a 67-year-old retired librarian from Colorado, experienced severe nighttime breathing difficulties that left her gasping for air at 2 a.m. Her doctors were puzzled until they discovered her nightly cheese and crackers routine was causing dangerous fluid buildup in her lungs during sleep. Within just 2 weeks of eliminating this seemingly innocent snack, her overnight blood pressure readings normalized and the frightening episodes stopped completely. Are you willing to risk your life for a slice of processed cheese? Replace it immediately with a small portion of unsalted nuts, or a single slice of fresh, low-sodium mozzarella if you absolutely must have dairy. Your heart will thank you when you wake up alive tomorrow. How much is your life worth? Certainly more than that processed cheese slice. The choices you make before bed may seem small, but their impact can be life-changing. We've just walked through 8 common foods that, when eaten at the wrong time, could quietly place your heart, your brain, and your entire body under stress, especially after the age of 65. From blood pressure spikes to hidden inflammation and disrupted oxygen levels during sleep, the wrong snack at night can create the perfect storm inside a vulnerable body. But here's the good news: this is a risk you can control. These are dangers you can avoid. By simply adjusting what and when you eat in the evening, you're giving your body the chance to heal, to rest, and to protect you through the night. A healthier tomorrow often starts with a wiser choice tonight. If this video opened your eyes or helped you rethink your nightly habits, please consider supporting our mission to keep seniors informed and empowered. Click the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our growing community of people who believe that knowledge is the first step to lasting health. And finally, don't keep this information to yourself. Share this video with someone you care about. It could be the reason they wake up safe, strong, and one step closer to a healthier life. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.